Hey everyone, welcome back, and we're gonna be doing another World of Tanks tank review. And I figured with the current specials going on, the missions. I just want to double check that I am right. For the on-track event for the T110E4. Yep, I am correct. You get a garage slot and the SU100Y. Now I already have the SU100Y. I picked it up recently, actually. We can check out my stats in it really fast. Yeah, it's the only 31 games, 58% win rate, 788 average damage. If you're interested in this stuff on the right side, go ahead and just pause it. But with that, I'm going to keep going. Now, this tank, it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun driving this. And that's because it is a tier 6. It has 700 hit points. It weighs 65 tons. I've seen reviews of this thing, and people are always like, yeah, it's pretty slow. And, you know, for this tank is freaking huge. Like, here's the SU100Y, and then there's a KV5. They're pretty much the same size. And, you know, for how big it is, it's pretty quick. 35. The traverse speed is pretty good. The gun traverse is okay as well. But speaking of the gun, it's a tier 6 with a tier 8 gun, 130 millimeter. The reload, it sucks. It's bad. It's really bad. I have a gun rammer, 100% crew, and it still takes me 13.21 seconds. So, you know, you fire, you're gonna ruin somebody's day, but you better find a place to hide. Now, another thing with this tank is I only had an SU100 crew, which is a commander, a gunner, a driver, and a loader. And this has a commander, a gunner, a second gunner, a driver, a loader, and a second loader. So what I ended up doing is I had two 50%ers from the 122-44 in my barracks. I honestly just threw them in there and grinded them on like a ×3 crew weekend. So they got up to their first perk in no time. But anyway, a little off topic there. Let's go back to the gun for a second. It is a 130 millimeter B13-S2. Not sure what that means. I don't know World War II or World War I guns very well at all, but it's 130 millimeter, 3.75 rate of fire. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your normal shells have 196 pen and do an average of 440 damage, but you get choice of premium armor piercing shells with 171 pen, and keep in mind this is still tier 6, 510 alpha. I believe this also gets preferential matchmaking. Don't quote me on that. I don't think I've ever been in a tier 8 game when I've been playing by myself. But man, that premium shell though, 510 average damage. Keep in mind, you're a huge TD with 700 hit points. You hit another SU100Y, you're shaving off, you could shave off like 90% of his hit points easily. And then a Hellcat has no armor. It's a tier 6 TD, has 570 hit points, and your HE shells, you know, probably like 7 out of 10 times is gonna one-shot him. So keep that in mind. Make sure you pack a few. I got 5. But anyway, the accuracy, it's pretty garbage, 0.38. It's really not that bad though for how big the gun is. The aim time, it could be worse. 2.9 is not that bad. The weight really doesn't matter. And now, what I run on mine, I honestly run a large caliber tank gun rammer. I do have camo on this. I have camo on my crew just because of the other tank destroyers. I honestly run binos and a camouflage net. Now, the camouflage net may not do a huge amount of help, but every little bit, because, you know, view range in this game is everything. And if I can see them before they can see me, especially with this long reload, if I can get my shot off and then pull back, then, you know, go for it. But, you know, other people may consider, if they have brothers in arms, I would totally suggest dropping the camo net for improved vents. They might also want an enhanced gun laying drive to bring the aim time down. I don't know. I don't recommend coated optics. You're a TD. If you're going to be sitting and looking in a position, you may as well just go for binos, even if it does wear off when you turn. Big deal. Turn and wait a few seconds. The extra view range is really freaking awesome. So like, let me put that on for a sec. As you can see, my radio operator is working on situational awareness, so my actual is 375, but with the binos 469 in a tier 6, which is awesome. Now another thing, this tank, don't ever rely on its armor. There's a reason it's called the box tank. I'm sure anyone watching this has probably seen Jingle's video on it, and you know, sometimes you can get lucky and get some troll bounces off the mantlet if they like hit it maybe here. That way it's like hitting double angled armor and stuff. But other than that, really do not rely on it too much. The upper glacis can kind of be troll as well, but if you ever get someone behind or on your side, you're so screwed. One more thing, let's check out the rounds quick. I ran extra combat rations just to try it once, but I normally run an auto fire extinguishers. I have so freaking many, 198 of them. But alright, so the thing is, the premium rounds, they cost 4,000 credits. I found though that as long as you make your shots count and you hit your target and you have a premium account, because I do, I found that I still make money after every game. And you guys might be looking at this with like, oh, firing premium, well, it has less pen than the normal rounds, so I'm giving the enemy a better chance to bounce one of my shots. But now the reason I still carry a few of the regular, if that person has like 440 hit points or less or something, I'll use that, save some credits, I guess. I also keep it in case like I'm platooning and I get into a tier 8 match or something, or if I come across something heavily armored, like maybe, I don't know, an angling black prince. 196 could still go through like his turret. So with that, you know, let's jump right into the first replay. Alright, so here we are on the first replay, and I'm just gonna fast forward it a bit so we can get to the action. We are here on Erlenberg, and you know, thinking of this map right away, SU100Y, this is really not a good map for this tank. So you have to be really situational. Again, the reload is incredibly long. And so what I decide to do first, right off the bat, is come down to this 5 line here. And this way I can shoot. And I've already got my escape route planned for when I do. And so that's something you have to think about when you're with the SU100Y. I have no idea what happened there. I'm guessing somebody on the enemy team just fired at those trucks. It was probably maybe the Panther. Boom! There you go. If you see, I am firing premium shells. I hit them. We actually low roll, like fairly low. 510 average damage. We hit him for only 447, but that's still a really big chunk of that guy's hit points. And as you can see there, that reload took some time. And let's see if we can do it again. I don't know where that shot went. I think it may have went high into the building. So you see, every time after I fire, I immediately get out of there. This thing does not have the armor to fight, so I don't try to do it. I don't really aim that shell too much, but it doesn't matter. Russian tank. Don't need to aim. Nobody needs to aim with a Russian tank, especially with a 130mm in a tier 6. Well, this is actually a tier 7 game, but you guys understand. So we come over here. Oh, look at that. Big fat ass of a Churchill, and he's dead. 440 hit points gone. This tank is so awesome. We fired 3 or 4 shells. We already did 1,300 damage. Like, this tank is just fun. But like it can be frustrating, especially if you got like moron teams and you can only fire once. But man, that one time you fire, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm thinking the shell may have went to the right and just auto bounced off the front of his tank. He's damn lucky it did though. And so yeah. Now you can see the mobility while I'm driving around. Like I said, for how big this tank is, I really don't find it. I didn't see that freaking Panther there. Whoops. And I honestly don't find it to be that slow. Like, it turns really quick. At least I think it turns relatively quick. And, you know, Acceleration's not perfect, but what do you want? The tank weighs 65 tons. So, look at, we're already up to 30 kilometers an hour here. I don't know why I'm slowing down. Not sure. I got incredibly lucky here. I was just like, forget the Hummel. The SU152 will probably kill him. But, oh, never mind. I guess I wasn't like that. I actually pull off to the side just in case. If he were to fire an HE shell, maybe it would get eaten by the wall behind me. But, yeah, for some reason the 152 decided not to shoot at him either. So I don't know. But, here we are. Oh, Comet. What Comet? 130 millimeter says no. This tank is just so awesome. Like, you know, he only had, what, 265 hit points. We could have killed him, like, twice over. But, you know, who cares? It was so awesome. This freaking pole right here was fucking pissing me off. I can't believe that that one actually bounced. I must have, like, maybe it went a little more to the left and caught his upper glacis at a better angle, but still, at the time I could not believe that that bounced. So what I actually do is you see me loading a regular round. It has more pen. Not that I need it, because now he shows me his side of his tank.
Penetration.
Again, we load really low, 410 on average for our regular rounds here. Yep. Actually, 440, I'm wrong. 440 on average, and we load really low for only 365. See, here's that freaking pole again.
Penetration.
For some reason, they'd rather shoot at the tier 7s and not me, so whatever. By all means, let them. I have no problems with that. They want to sit there and bounce off the front of that 122-44 instead of shooting at my weak armor? Please do. And there we go, we finish off the VK. 7 hits, 2,570 damage. I take a random shot at this T20. I thought it would have hit, but maybe there was more than just that wall in the way. Oh no, I see what happened there. That shell went way high. So there you go. You could kind of see the problem with trying to snipe. I load an HE round just in case he drives through the fence here. You know, he only has like 60 something health left. All I gotta do is hit him. Hell, I don't even have to hit him directly. There I decided to just shoot, because then maybe the 152 behind me could have had a shot. But that's it for that game. You know, like even you know, crappy maps like this. I honestly don't like Erlenberg. But 4 kills, 2,570 damage. And so with that, let's check out the post-game stats. Alright, so here we are at the post-game stats, and I totally realized I said Erlenberg at the end. I think I did, but it was Ensk. I don't like Ensk. But anyway, remember, this is a premium tank. I have a premium account. 73,000 credits, 2,500 experience, boring medals no one cares about. You saw me shoot these tanks in the replay, so I don't need to go into the detail, and you can't see what you damaged on WoT replays, so I'm not too worried about it. And so there we go. Let's just jump to the team score. Top damage on our team in that tier 7 game. 1,294 base experience, 4 kills, and 12 shots fired, 9 hits, 7 penetrations. It's actually low, but you know, you should assume to pen most of your shots. 2,500 damage done. We only got shot once that whole time. And I think it either bounced or ate our track or something. I don't remember. Well, yeah, it obviously bounced. It says right there. But, alright, let's see here. You know, I moved around for Ensk pretty good. 1.3 kilometers, I believe it's supposed to be. And that's pretty much it. But you saw me that game firing premium shells. And I don't know if I had extra or what, but I only spent 9,000 credits on ammo. So we came out of that with 64,000 credits in a tier 6 premium game. I have tier 8 premiums where I could do fairly well and still not make that amount of credits. So I personally think the SU100 is a really good credit maker. And so if you have a Russian tank crew to train up, I say pay it up. It's like 3,250 gold, I think. And a hell of a lot of fun, and you'll see that again in the next replay. Alright guys, so here we are. It's a Miravanka And again, it's a tier 7 game. Like I said, when I was playing by myself, I really noticed I never got into a tier 8 game. So I do believe that this tank actually does get preferential matchmaking. So you will never see tier 8s unless you're platooning. But that's totally different and not really on topic. But you know, let's say you're playing by yourself, you're never going to see a tier 8 in this tank. So the most you're going to see is a tier 7. And you can still basically 3-shot a tier 7. And you know, if you roll extra high with the premium rounds, maybe even 2-shot it. But as you can see here, I still got 5 regular, 20 premium, 5 HE. We are on the new Miravanka map. You see it's 1,000 meters now. The forest isn't so magical. It's a little less magical. The magic's been spread out a bit. But so what I decide is I'm gonna try to snipe. I'm gonna come over here. I didn't want to go magic forest because there's too many hills. This tank has really, really bad gun depression. You can see it right now as I'm coming up the hill. No, actually I think I'm holding in right click. But the gun depression is awful. It is very, very bad. I think you'll see me struggle with it here. I'm gonna watch the side quick and see if I aim down at all. I have a habit of just holding right click while driving to keep the aim circle down. There it is right there. That's it. That is the maximum gun depression you get with this gun right there. It's pretty awful. As you can see, I am on the top of this little mound here. But alright, so here we are. We're in the back. I do have a camo net. I got camo on my crew members. It's not 100%, but I got it. And I got binoculars as well, just in case. You can also see the traverse, especially in the bottom left there. It's really not that bad. It's pretty good. It's not like the ARL. Oh, and look at that, T29. We shot him right through his track. 414 damage. Again, we low roll again. I don't know why, but I seem to low roll a lot with this tank. I mean, you can't complain too much. It's 400 damage in one shell. But there we go. That one's a little better. 533. 2 shots. Their top tank is down to like a little bit of their hit points. Someone else hit him. He's down to 200. And we missed. Our shot goes low. You know, got to keep in mind that .38 accuracy. But anyway, you know, with the 2 shots we fired at him, we're almost at 1,000 damage already. And, you know, it's just ridiculous. So here we go. We got a Tiger P. Takes me a second to figure out where I want to aim. Smack him right in the side of the turret. I believe I destroyed his turret there. Or no, he's still moving it. I remember this post-game stat. I looked at what I broke on him, and I broke his turret. I'm pretty sure I shoot him there again. I tried to hit that T-34-1. You know, he was really close, so I got spotted. Remember what I said last replay, you know, you got to keep in mind that when you shoot, you got to GTFO as soon as possible. Now, I feel like we're going to lose this side, and rather than stay there and constantly get spotted, I decided to fall back. I'm going to actually, I was thinking of speeding it up here, but I'm just going to keep it. That way you can see the maneuverability of this tank. Again, it's not the best. It's no E25, but the E25 doesn't have a 510 alpha damage gun. It's also not the size of a building. Alright, so then my thinking is I'm going to try to get here in these bushes. But I really don't want to be on top of that hill. So I'm trying to find a good spot. And let's see here. What I end up doing actually is just going all the way back against the should have really got water while doing this. But I decided to sit all the way in the back. I just auto lock on him to help get my gun on target.
Target unlocked.
There we go. I use auto aim for that a lot. There we go. 427 hit points on that Tiger 1. Knock him out. Now we are shooting through different kinds of foliage right now, so he didn't spot us, and that's my plan. I'm hoping the 3001P and the T150 spot them, and I can just put this gun to work. But we still have a Cromwell, a Tiger P, a 3001P, a T-34-1, and a T-29 all on this side of the map. And then our other side of the map doesn't look like it's doing so well either. I'm going to fast forward this a bit until something happens. 3001P took out the T-29. We got the side of that P.
Enemy
Boom.
armor is damaged.
Drop him down to 122 hit points. Again, we rolled low. Again. It's ridiculous. But right there, I'm pretty sure I destroyed his turret. Now, bit of a predicament here. I'm still reloading. We got this T-34-3, or T-34-1, not the 3. You see me asking for help. There's a T-150, there's a Stewart, a Mill, and a T-34-85 behind me. Still see me asking for help. They're still just sitting there. See, T-34 even says affirmative. Alright, so I'm like, okay, I guess he's going to come over and help me. He's still sitting there. So, I didn't want to get flanked, so what I decided to do is attack.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I was pretty lucky that hit. I just auto-aimed, let it aim down a little bit, and fired. I don't know why he didn't shoot at me. Maybe he was aiming too. But, you know, I'm reloading right now, and here comes the T-34-1.
Penetration.
We hit him. We get a good shot into him there. 541. I'm still asking for help. The T-150 shoots, bounces off his rear ends. I'm staying against the red line so he can't flank around me. And we get another... Let's see. Nope. So that was bad. I didn't have the gun depression to hit him in the hole. And so here he's getting right next to us, shooting us. I still ask for help. The T-34-85 goes south, doesn't help us at all. And then I get killed by artillery. And then artillery comes over to me. And then there you go. You can see me raging in chat that my team is dumb because I asked for help and nobody did. Nobody came over to help me. But you know, you got to keep that in mind with the SU100Y. You're gonna have retard teams. It is World of Tanks after all. So go where you can support yourself. Don't always rely on your teammates. They can't be trusted. This game is 1 versus 29 most of the time. But you know, I'm glad that the Artie did help me out there. At least he killed the guy. And so look at that. We hit 7 times and we did 3,000 damage. I'm pretty sure we win this. I'm just gonna speed it up. I don't really remember what happens. But as you can see, if you could keep this gun shooting, you are gonna fuck up everything you hit. But you know, if you get caught out like that, especially against mediums that know what they're doing, you're not gonna last very long. And that's it. So that's the end of that replay. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's check out the post-game stats. Alright, so here we are at the post-game stats. 79,000 credits. Again, premium account, a tier 6 premium tank. And I did fire a lot of gold rounds. In fact, I lost 40,000 credits because of that. Then I died. Repair was only 4,000 credits. But we still came out with 35,000 credits. That's ridiculous. That was really good. I think there was like an event going on or something. We got 2,300 experience. See right there, 2,304. Top damage on our team, 3,000 damage done, better than everybody else. 1,182 base experience. Got our Mastery Ace Tanker badge again, high caliber medal, the medal that says you didn't suck, which, you know, 2 shots fired in this thing and you'll get that, no problem. Hell, maybe if you fire once and set somebody on fire or ammo rack them, you'll get it right away. Now, I don't really think there's much else to show you. I mean, 10 shots fired, 8 hits, 7 penetrations. You know, not the most accurate tank. I took a bad shot at that T-34 hitting his turret armor, which is pretty bouncy. We got 888 assistance damage, probably because like artillery or something, I don't know. And so that's my review of the SU100Y. I hope you liked it. It's 130 millimeters of fun. That was dumb. But yeah, I think it's like 3,000-ish gold. I highly recommend it. It's a really fun tank just to go out there and shoot somebody and ruin their day without playing artillery. And you know, if you're doing the on-track event and you get it for free, I highly suggest keeping it. Now, I don't know why they're giving an SU100Y an American on-track, but whatever. Probably because there's no American premium TDs yet. Now, things to keep in mind, just a quick recap. It's a huge tank. Stay back and snipe, or if you want, you can use it as an assault TD, but have your escape route planned. With 100% crew and a gun rammer, my reload is still over 13 seconds. It's tier 6. There are tanks that fire 2 or 3 seconds, so you can get shot 6 or 7 times per one shot you take, and that adds up really quick. So if you fire, either make sure you're not seen or make sure you can get the fuck out. But other than that, if there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this tank review. If there is anything specific you want me to review next, if I have it, I will totally do that. But this is now the end of the video, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, please think of subscribing, like it, comment, whatever, and I'll see you in the next one.